My mistake. I won't bug you about it again. Great. At least he respects that. Not my autonomy. What else? My boundaries. What else is on the list? I saw his Buddha belly and I went crazy. Oh my god, it hangs low. Okay, D, here's your choice. Hammer or drill? Oh, I said drill or hammer, sorry. They switched it. I froze as I registered a strange noise. Snoring? I remembered my hand. Snoring? How are you hearing him from down here? Fuck. This nigga snores like... Guys, today's the day. The tank is clean. Yes. The sun is shining. Let's go. This game is horrible. This game includes dark themes like murder, gore, suicide, and... It is not a dating game. It is not a parable. And it is not an example of BDSM or any healthy form of relationship. It's just a freaky story where bad things happen. Wink. This game is 18 plus! If you are under 18 and an adult is trying to show you this game, you're a loser. And a creep. Get rid of them. Check out the warnings page if you want to see specific warnings. We're gonna do that right now. Ugh. Screen vibration, shaking, flashing, alcohol consumption, knife violence, slash non-con, assault with power tools, electrocution, medical themes, slash needles, mind break themes, use slash misuse of pain medication, filming without consent, self-harm slash suicide, fire slash burning, body mutilation, and falling down stairs. Are we ready? I read the warnings. Hopefully you read them and you didn't skip this part, which would be weird, but let us go. Yeah, collectibles! Stop. Hello, my loves. I'm Degenerate, and welcome to You Kill Me Every Time, Strade. Obviously, everyone knows this already, though. This is the reimagining, right, of the original, you know, Strade route from Boyfriend to Death. We all know. But in case you are like brand new to this specific guy, I'm gonna read the synopsis. This is a getting kidnapped and murdered simulator with explicit sexual content. It is an entirely non-consensual fantasy where the player is the victim and the perpetrator is a man. Please be aware of the warnings. Not for minors. 18 plus only. That was the synopsis that's on like the Steam page. But like I said, it's basically the reimagining of Strade's route in Boyfriend to Death. Revamp, whatever you want to call it. There are over 21 endings, I think it said, or it just said there was 21 endings. But there's different ways to achieve the same ending. We'll get to that. I don't know how much we're gonna do today, to be honest. I really don't. Yeah, I also read that when you get endings, you get hints. And there's a meme lord mode. Let's fucking go. Sorry about that. Obviously our load's empty. You can click on the title page, the page title in the saving and loading screen and enter custom title for a page of saves. Really? Oh my god, that's so cool. Oh my gosh, thank you. Bro, you know how useful that is? Very underrated right there. All right, I think I'm done looking around. We're gonna just start. I'm literally gonna. This game contains optional sexual content. Sexual content can be toggled mid-game in preferences. You may have to rewind a bit for a scene to take on your new preference. Sexual content is not included in completion rewards or percentages. Okay, that's great. I'm keeping that on. Sexual art, dick pics. That's actually our goal today. Our goal today is to, in some way, get him to show his penis. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, so we're gonna keep it on. I'm ready. Shut up! Oh my god, you're too excited. I didn't even pick pronouns, but I guess that doesn't matter. Damn. And you can delete them! Guys, the torrential downpours seemed to come out of nowhere. It wasn't even cloudy when I left. I know. And we could take— wait! Okay. I stood under an awning and watched the wall of gray solidify with a sigh. My attention was coaxed to a warm yellow light coming from behind me. Some kind of pub? I'd never seen it before yet. Somehow it felt nostalgic. Oh man, I'm so excited. I gave up on the idea of getting home soon and opened the door. You can right click to yeah, see that silhouette, right? I'm not the only one. Okay. You can right click the save or load buttons to instantly create a load or a quick save. The sound of relaxed chatting and clinking glasses drew me in. I sat down at the small table and breathed in a scent of cheap liquor and damp wood. Ugh! Well, I've never seen you before. Are you sure about that? You can take a screenshot and save it to your photo gallery by using the camera button. Clicking the button will take a picture without the menus, while right-clicking will include the menus in the picture. To commemorate this moment. What's up, face? My attention snapped up to a man sitting at my table across from me. Are you waiting for someone? Am I? Lie. Yeah, they should be here soon. No, I just came to escape the rain. Do I know you? Blur. Yeah, I think I was waiting for you. Interesting. You can save right at the fucking choices. It doesn't get better than this. Let's be honest here. He looked behind me, seemingly noticing the rain for the first time. He must have been sitting here waiting. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. It really is coming down. Hopefully like your pants later. Let's go. I got a bit ahead of myself. Yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry. My name is Strade. What about you? He says. Oh, I'm D. D. I'm D, nice to meet you. No, we're not gonna be overly nice. I'm not that excited. Like, let's not show him we're excited. The first one, of course. Ah. Already. I'm glad you came in here. Really? I was thinking to myself how I wanted someone to talk to. Oh, there's a lot of people in here. Well, I guess not a lot, but enough. I noticed that he had a light European accent of some kind. Of some kind. I'm not European, so. Please, let me get you a beer. He shifted in his seat, seeming as if he wasn't going to wait for an answer. No thanks. Oh, I'm good actually. Really? Thanks. Could I have a soda instead? Say nothing. He's clearly gonna drug me, but I mean, like, I could tell. Even if I didn't know who this was, he's gonna drug me. Let's just say whatever we want. I don't care right now. Right now I'm just going blind. It's my first run. So I'm gonna do whatever. I'm good actually. No? No. Okay, I'll just get one for myself then. He grinned as he got up. I watched as he sauntered towards the bar. I let out a short sigh and took a look back at the windows. Still raining, maybe even worse than before. My mind wandered. What am I doing here? Escaping the rain, like I said. Suddenly, Strade was back. He set his beer down on the table as he sat down. This is my favorite bar. I bet. It's a good place for conversation, don't you think? I looked around at the patrons, nearly all sipping beverages. He was right, everyone was talking. Among the murmurs, a few excited exclamations about the weather, you know. He took a swig of his beer. Because I've never seen you in here before. I assume you weren't on your way to the bar. You come from work? Yeah. Wait, was I? I forgot. I was heading back from the university, actually. Nah, I was just wandering around, getting some shopping done. No, I was just trying to get home before the rain. Sure. Ah, I see. I'm gonna bore this nigga to death. That's gonna be my first... my first live ending. I bore him to death. I suppose that didn't really work out. No, it didn't. Well, hopefully the rain clears up soon. Although, in the meantime, I'd love to hear a little more. I adjusted my posture. Oh my god. The game can tell the future too. And looked back at him. I guess the time will pass faster if I talk a bit. I hesitantly told him about my day so far. And then, well, I ended up here. So you have, he says. I suppose your bad luck is my good luck. You've been fascinating so far. He chuckled, seemingly totally pleased with the situation. Are you sure you don't want a beer? I really don't mind. I'm fine. I'm fine. Sure, why not? Are you sure? No thanks, I'm good. I said I don't want one. Yeah, don't make me repeat myself. Bitch. So you did. Yes. My mistake. I won't bug you about it again. Great. At least he respects that. Not my autonomy. What else? My boundaries. What else is on the list? He leaned back for a moment, looking behind me with a whistle. I love this. Rain's still coming down like crazy. Yes. Would you like to be appointed Captain Obvious? I suppose I haven't told you anything about myself yet. I know all there is to know about you, buddy. You stopped to consider for a moment. Well, these days when I'm not hanging around here, I'm usually working on the odd project. I started studying engineering in Europe, then moved here. Wow! Oh, but I went to a university a few provinces away to continue with that. But mortgages are cheaper here. Haha. I raised my eyebrow. Engineering. The odd project. Really? That's interesting. Just let's be giddy. Stay silent. The odd project? Oh, sure, yeah. Mostly hobby projects, machines. Although I also repair things for my neighbors. How kind of you. You can always come to me if you need a lawnmower fixed. And I suppose I'm lucky too. I managed to secure a few patients. Huh? No, patents. But are still paying royalties, yes. And why I said patience. He is not a doctor. More income means more time at the bar. Meeting new friends. He let out a deep laugh. He really seems to be enjoying himself. Not yet. He went on to gleefully explain a few engineering concepts. Despite the fact that a lot of concepts went over my head. His excitement in explaining them was infectious. You need to go see a doctor for that. I found myself listening to him and talking about myself with a sense of ease. Our light conversation blended in with the comfortable buzz of the bar. As he kept chatting away happily, I leaned back. This bar is so relaxing. I don't know, it just does something to you. I let myself lose track of time. Drowsiness softened my thoughts. I slumped back into my chair. Starting to look a little tired, buddy. I yawned in reply. It's this bar, it's making me feel sleepy. You're right! And I guess we've been at it for quite a while. He looked over my shoulder and clicked his tongue in disapproval. The rain hasn't slowed down a bit. Oh no. I looked behind me to see the wall of paper. No, water, sorry. Past the windows myself. Okay. I guess we'll just have to get you home anyway. We? I'm not French. Oh yeah, it's getting late. I stood up from the table and stretched. Let me walk you out. I nodded in reply. Okay, I was already envisioning my warm bed. You could definitely try. The bar is much quieter now. I really lost track of time. We walked past the last few patrons and pushed through the door. Alright. There's more rain than there was last time. This is like, now it's true. As it shut behind us, the soothing sound of the bar was abruptly silenced. We were left alone in the dark with the roaring rain. Oh my god. Scared me a little bit. Jeez. Yo, I parked just over there. Over here. His arm wrapped around my shoulders. Before I could protest, I was pushed into the sheet of falling water. What? 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 I didn't pick my pronouns. Maybe later? I don't know. Push his arm away? Ah! Don't touch me! He paced with him. Lean into him. Ah is funny. So I'm gonna do it. I sputtered. Shocked at being drenched so immediately. Is it funny? Which way are we going? It was hard to see in the dark. Already? Shit. Well, obviously. But let's pretend we don't know what the fuck is happening. Suddenly a brick wall emerged from the murk and slammed into my face. Nice. Strade's weight followed and ground me against the round surface. Yes. Beg, cry, scream. Whoa! Aren't we moving a little fast? Remain silent. Oh, I thought some of them were like different shapes, but they are all different shapes, but I mean like maybe some of them are more square than others. Maybe that's like a subtle hint as to what you're supposed to pick. I'm thinking too much. Let's do the funny one? Like, what? I could feel his laugh shake my body in reply. I can't help myself. I love the fact that like you know how it's raining outside and they still put the little rain. I love that so much. I'm gonna compliment this a lot, so be ready for that. He shuffled for a moment, then wrenched my wrists together behind me. The sound of a zip tie closing sent a deep chill down my spine. I tried to pull my wrists away from his grip, but another tie tightened around them. Come on, relax. Like, everything's great. You're fine. His hand slipped over my mouth. Okay. Oh, it said slid. Whoopsies. Time for you to come home. Really? Struggle to get free. Bite his hand. I love the question marks. Relax and do as he says. I'm not gonna bother. He's too heavy. You're damn right. I'm better off saving my energy. I relaxed my body against his, trying to show him that I wasn't going to resist. There you go, you see? A thick piece of fabric was pulled around my mouth, tightened, and tied quickly behind my head. Nice. But a blindfold. I tried to quell a sense of rising panic. He gripped my shoulder again and started pushing me along. I can't see. Can't scream. My mind raced, hoping that someone would see what was happening. That's not... no. But the pounding rain on my head washed that thought away. Of course, everyone is inside. I stumbled forward, blind and completely helpless, until we finally stopped, maybe just half a block away. A beep and a click. No. I was pushed forward until I fell over the bumper of a car. Hey, come on now. We're here. Another shove and a lift, and I was inside what I was sure was a trunk. You at home, buddy? The trunk slammed shut. ... Some insane part of my mind felt like it was worth focusing on being warm and out of the rain. The sound of the engine brought me back to reality. I tried to kick at the trunk, but nothing gave at all. Yeah, nothing gave at all. Yeah. My feet hurt. My head hurts. I squeezed my eyes shut and tried to stay calm as I was rocked back and forth by the car's movements. I couldn't tell if it was my panic playing with me, no, with my sense of time or not, but the drive seemed to take forever. Eventually I heard the pop of the driver's door opening. My heart started hammering again. Hammering? Wink wink. A click and whoosh of air told me the trunk was open. Ah, look at you. You're so cute like that. Aww. I tried to protest, but the fabric gag muffled anything I could possibly say. Hands clamped around my shoulders and pulled me out of the trunk. I wobbled, trying to stand. He steadied me. Come on, just a bit further. He sounded excited, like I was blindfolded because he was going to surprise me with a gift. The gift of death? I'm waiting. He guided me firmly across the floor. It was warm, quiet, no rain. This must be a garage? Richie Rich over here. I felt myself push through the threshold of a door. Hey, be careful here. These are stairs. Down. I pushed a toe forward until the ground disappeared. Fear pulsed through me. Would he lie? What if it just drops? He forced me forward until I had to find the next stair to steady myself. My half whimper, half sigh of relief was muffled by the gag. I continued my forced march down the stairs as I considered my position. This is actually really fucking funny. Cause before we just pop up here. Like, we're sitting down and then we just wake up. Nigga has the audacity to have us walk through the garage, through the house, then down the stairs. Like, this is some psychological warfare right here. Crazy. If that was a garage, this must be a basement. I lurched forward. There was no next step. I'd reached the bottom. He pushed me further, just a few steps, and then stopped. Is this it? Is he gonna kill me now? He clicked his tongue. You're soaked. I mean, he was right. I was shivering. Just a second. I got something for you. I don't know what he expected me to do other than wait. I can't even see. I focused on the sound of a drawer being rifled through. Then I froze as a sharp point pressed slightly under my chin. This is a knife. Okay. I'm gonna cut your clothes off. Okay. Get away from him. Protest. Let him do it. Guys, I don't really wanna... I gulped and stood still. What else can I do? Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you yet. I'm just getting those wet clothes off of you. The word yet was echoing in my head as I heard a swift rip of fabric. I gasped involuntarily as my wet clothes was peeled away from me. Soon I was standing there in nothing but my underwear. Nice. My arms were bound. I couldn't even cover myself. No need to be shy here. By the time we were done, you won't be worried about that at all. I wanted to argue, but two heavy hands gripping my shoulders cut off my train of thought. Sit.
I'm sat.
They pushed me down with the command. Sit down on the floor. Resist him. Love that. Down. I let him guide me to the floor. Oh wait, what am I doing? You know, this is crazy. The first time I played this, I did everything he wanted and I fucking died. I'm about to start resisting. Starting now. My arms rubbed up against a metal pole. Just relax. Like nothing crazy has even happened yet. We're almost there. His voice was coming from behind me now. The zip ties holding my wrists together were sliced away. Before I could comprehend my freedom, I was frozen by the characteristic rip of duct tape. Oh my god. My arms... Why would you... You're gonna replace the zip tie with duct tape? Is that supposed to be stronger? You know, let me just finish reading. My arms were pulled tight behind me and bound around the pole. Okay. He doesn't have another pair of zip ties? That's weird. The cloth on my mouth was pulled away. To commemorate moment. Then the blindfold was finally lifted from my face. Comfy? I guess. Your stuff looks nicer. Where'd you get it? Clothes? Is that a trick question? Scream for help. Lie. Yes? Don't answer him. Alright, it's about time we start biting back. I don't wanna end up being burnt. Is that on fire, maybe? No! I'm not comfy! You shoved me in a trunk. You... Anyway. Sassy! Now you're dry, so you won't freeze. I want you to be... Someone will tell me what that means. Properly awake tomorrow. Tomorrow? Yeah, that's funny. What do you mean tomorrow? I admit I'm very excited to get started, but it's a bit late and I want to be properly awake too. So get some sleep. He turned towards the stairs. Wait! Huh? Beg to be let go. Threaten him. Are you going to kill me? Why? Let's keep up this little chihuahua act. You're not getting away with this. The police are gonna find out I'm missing, and that bar definitely has a camera. No. And if they don't get you, I'll... It has 4 cameras. Oh, never mind. What? The bar has 4 cameras. 2 are in the back, so I don't really need to worry about them. Buttons? He held up something that looks like a remote car starter. But they'll all be down. I knew as soon as I saw your face. What? Must have been the storm. You're a dick. He laughed. So don't worry. Get some rest. I watched it. Oh my god, that same animation. I love it. I know it like the back of my hand. I watched him bound up the stairs, whistling happily. Ooh. The heavy sound of a door closing seemed to jumpstart my panic. He's really just leaving me down here. I twisted my wrists and pulled at the bindings. Can't. I tried to calm down. I guess, like, duct tape is stronger. I don't know. I thought zip ties were stronger. In my opinion. Them things are hard. I always have to cut them. I started examining the space around me. Seems like a mostly regular basement. Although a few tools sent a shiver up my spine. Ooh. Look at this broken fucking fire alarm. Like, the foreshadowing goes crazy. Muffled talking caught my attention. Huh? It was him, I could tell, but who was he talking to? I could hardly hear, but it sounded like another man. It's mine. My man. With that, mine in front of it. Scream at the other voice for help. Try to get some rest. Scream? Hey! Help me! He's crazy! He's gonna kill me! Please. The voices stopped for a moment. They heard me. That doesn't mean anything. They started talking again. My hope died as quickly as it arrived. Whoever he's talking to, I don't think they're going to help me. We don't have to jump to conclusions. There's no point in fighting anymore. If I sleep, maybe I'll have enough energy to try and escape tomorrow. Someone like me could ever escape. Oh my god. We're a Debbie Downer. I shook the thought from my mind. I have to try. The fear finally started giving way to exhaustion. I slowly drifted into a restless sleep. And then he bolts me back to wake. Like, ah! Yo, something was nudging me. Please don't let it be a penis. Not now. I wanted to build to it. Okay, thank goodness. Hey! Jesus Christ, this is nightmare fuel, I swear. Are you awake yet? Do you see my eyes open, nigga? I'm sorry, but you can't be that dumb. My memory flooded back to me, bringing fresh panic in its wake. You are very cute when you're asleep, you know. Oh, really? I thought coming down the stairs would wake you up. Boom! Boom! Big ass footsteps. Or at least a creak of the board. No, this can't be real. You might have slept better than me, actually. What the fuck is your bed made of stone? I was excited to play with you. I couldn't resist. Or I think he's moaning. We can finally get started. Okay. What time is it? He held up a gleaming knife. I thought about all the things I could do. You could. You shouldn't, though. You could do it. You don't have to. Oh, yes! It's back. My sanity and my health. But I think... let's start simple. He moved close to me. Closer than he was before? I instinctively shuffled, trying in vain to get away from him. A hand cut my face. Where should we start? The legs, please. Yo! I swear I didn't touch the game. I just opened it. No lie. Your legs look soft. Or just the leg, the one. I couldn't think. I just stared at the knife as he lowered it to my exposed skin. His grip on my face tightened. Don't worry. I'll make sure to go slow. Oh, it's starting. Well, he dragged the blade across my skin slowly as he promised. What the fuck? Is that all you got? Beg. Cry. Try not to react. I think we're a little too, like, cocky in the beginning, no? I feel like more stuff should happen to us. And then be like... is that all you got? Like, I feel like we should be a little more busted up at this point. But let's just do what the fuck. Ah! You're so spirited. Oh my gosh. That heart's purple, y'all. Oh. Yo, let me get up in there, bro. Oh my god. What the fuck? I saw his Buddha belly and I went crazy. Oh my god, it hangs low. Yo, just really quick, take your shirt off. Really quick, I just want to see something. He shifted his weight, seeming to renew his excitement. Did I press it twice? His hand finally left my face as he steadied himself. He moved the knife against he moved the knife edge against my skin next to the original cut. Struggle? Stay still. Oh my god. I bet he stinks. Struggle. No, struggle. Ooh, look at that. Did it drip a little bit? I tried to jerk my leg out of the way, but only caused the edge of the cut much deeper. What? Did I read that right? Caused the edge. Yeah, the edge to cut much deeper. Whoops. Okay. My blood clung to the edge of the knife in his shaking hand. God, he was staring at me the whole time? That's freaky. I glanced back up to him and realized he was still watching me. Like, just my face? Had he looked down at all? Those don't look like eyes that blink. Just saying. I cried out as a deep gash was slashed into my leg. I knew it. I knew you'd be good. I could tell. Oh, was that blue? Azul. His free hand slid over my thigh, roughly teasing my fresh open wounds. Tell me more. Okay. I got you, as long as the choices permit it. He positioned the tip of the knife to point straight down into my thigh. Wait! Prepare yourself. What happened to going slow? I'll do anything you want. Let's not do that. I remember how I died last time when I said that. Because then it led to me cutting my own self. And then I had to keep doing it until I died. But this is a new game, so... I don't know, I feel like something along those lines would happen. But I'm picking this one for sure. He laughed in response. His hair is so cute. I like the little, what is this? This little thing here? Looks like a backwards R, sort of. No? No one else is seeing it? Okay, I guess I'm just fucking crazy. Oh, I know. I really should, but... I screamed as he plunged the blade deep into my leg. I slumped over my mangled lap. My heart was pounding, spilling my blood out onto the stained floor. Another rhythm crept into my consciousness. He was panting. His fingers moved forward, the hilt of the knife still lodged in my body. That's too deep, isn't it? You tell me, Einstein. I went too far. I knew I would go too far. His other hand tightened around the grip. I screamed as he jerked the knife, twisting it slightly. Whatever that is, I think that's what that was. It's too much. Oh, I guess it was a moan. I know. What the hell is he talking about? He's talking to himself. Because he's fucking crazy? Yeah. Alright. What was that? My sanity? The agony in my leg consumed me. His confusing self-argument was more than I could process. Oh, there goes the health again. He started to pull the knife out of me. I groaned as the serrated edges of the knife tore at my mutilated flesh. Ugh, that knife, I swear. It never ends. I tried to breathe slowly to adjust the pain. To the pain. He kept pulling the knife out, slowly, agonizingly. He matched his breathing to mine, his breaths growing deeper as well. Finally, the tip of the knife emerged from the bloody pulp. He breathed out a sigh, as if it had come out of his own leg. I remained frozen, worried that any sound or motions would get him going again. Eventually, his breathing relaxed. You're bleeding a lot. Another statement from Captain Obvious. His fingers hovered over the wound he created. Too much. I don't have to say it again. His hand balled into a fist, withdrawn in chastity rather than violence. Alright. He let out a breath and stood up. My body finally released a fraction of the tension it was holding. You want me to stitch you up? Yes, please. What? Don't touch me. No, please don't. Yes. Say nothing. Yes. Because I was gonna say something crazy. You know it will hurt, don't you? Yes. The fuck? He didn't warn me before when he stabbed me. But you know you need to stop bleeding too. Okay. You're a tough one. Survivor. Is that my nickname? Very interesting. Well, let's fix you up then. Interesting. That's where the knife is? Thank you for telling me. You and your thick, round ass. Or not even. More like rectangular. Oh man, this guy's funny. He turned to gather a medical kit and bottle from the cabinets behind him. Oh, I get to see this too? He sat down and placed the objects on the ground. Oh. As he picked through it, I was a bit surprised to see how clean everything looked. Individually wrapped sterile supplies looked so out of place in his bloody fingers. He tore a tiny packet and pulled out a curved needle. Anxious energy flowed through me like a wave. Why is he moving so slowly? I tore my gaze away from the needle and found the answer. He was staring at me again. Guys, is this gonna happen every time? This shit is like, I don't know. You're sweating. Thank you. Once again. I instinctively examined him in return. So are you. Heh. Yeah. You could say we're both wet. He lowered the needle to my torn up thighs. I twitched reflexively, anticipating pain. Lowered his knee over mine and held down my other leg firmly. He brushed the needle over the large gaping wound. I twitched again, but his body kept mine restrained. He clicked his tongue apprehensively. This will hurt. Before I could react, the needle shot through my ruined skin. Nigga's biting his lip. I think he's light skinned. My gasp of surprise devolved into a groan of pain. He pushed the needle through the other side of the wound, eliciting a fresh cry. His concentration didn't waver. He kept moving the needle. In. I squirmed. Out. I screamed. He was moving faster. I couldn't keep track anymore. Why? He pulled the strings smoothly and tied them with mechanical precision. Why is he moving so quickly? Is this mercy? Through waves of pain, I tried to concentrate on his face. No, it's not mercy. This is obsession. He can't stop. I didn't think he would even slow down. I tried to relax as he finished. Eventually he paused, scanning my leg. Oh, look at that. How cute. Oh, there was like... I thought it was just one. And then he like branched off from that one like a tree. But no, I forgot. I finally lowered my gaze and held in a gasp. They're perfect. Yeah. Wait, perfect as in, oh, I like it? Or perfect as in, he did it like suspiciously well? The length of the cut strings, the distance between stitches. Something about the unwavering uniformity? Uniformity? Yeah. Made me uneasy. He was panting and sweating. Still. What do you think? I don't know what that says, but I wanna say like mine Lebchen. Mein Lebchen. I would like to say that that's it. They're, fine. They're perfect. Of my stab wounds. What did you call me? Refuse to answer. Inquire? Oh. I don't know how to pronounce, I'm sorry. So if I fucked it up again, I'm sorry. Mein Lebchen? I really hope that that's it. It's just a nickname. A cute name. Explain? Blush? Oh. Okay. Ew, don't call me that. My name is D. These nuts. Okay, let's just say okay. Don't worry, it's nothing bad. Better not be, bitch. I nearly shook my head in disbelief. So he's fine with stabbing me, but not name-calling? Anyway, we still have one more thing to do. I balked at the idea of any more torture. Need to clean you up. Could have swore that's what we just did. I let out a small sigh of relief. It would be no good if you got infected. There's zombies? I looked down at my freshly stitched, bloody thighs. The angry blush of bruising was already spreading out from my wounds. He opened another packet from his medical kit. Had a wipe inside. This will sting a bit. Thank you for letting me know. It's crazy, considering what he does, but he warns me every time he's about to do something that'll hurt. No wonder, bro! Like... No wonder Ren was so obsessed with him. No wonder. No wonder. I see it now. I sucked in a breath, prepared for the worst. Yet he moved fairly gently. What did I say? He rubbed the wipe over my leg, carefully cleaning the blood. Like, of course, someone who was shunned by their family recently, right? Is gonna find this comforting. Of course. Why wouldn't they? It did sting a bit near the cuts, but certainly not as bad as anything I just endured. I stiffened as his hands dipped between my thighs. Between? You've got blood here too, try to relax. I'm trying. I tried to squirm away from him, but as usual, it was no use. There. Mostly clean. Mostly? He grabbed the bottle beside the kit. This will sting a lot. He opened the bottle and immediately poured it over my injuries. This guy is so funny. I screamed at the instant. Intense burning. I thought it was acid at first, but thankfully the pain began to subside quickly. Acid? Goddamn. You think he just has acid? Alcohol. It'd be nice and clean now. I felt my body slumping forward, sorry. Pulling at the bonds on my wrists. I could hardly feel them. Feeling a bit worn out. Now that the pain was starting to dull, my head was starting to feel heavy. I couldn't think of a response, but it didn't seem like he was expecting one. He cupped my face in his hand. Shake it off? Like Taylor said. Ignore it, lean into it. Ignore it. I was so overwhelmed from the explosive pain just beginning to fade. I barely noticed him. I can see why you might be tired after all that. I was a little bit, extreme. But you're very exciting. The buzzing pain was distracting me. What the hell is he talking about? I'm so glad I brought you home. I think I'm getting to know you very well. Here it is. I was waiting for that. And as much as I want to push you to the edge, I want to make it last. So I'll let you rest. I'll have time for all that later. Give me that hammer and drill, baby! I'm so ready. He stood up straight and I motioned to leave. Don't leave me! Let me go! Wait! I still have questions. We can ask questions? Fuck yeah. Why are you doing this? What? Oh. You bitch. I wanted to actually ask the questions. You're very talkative. Don't worry. It's time to get to know each other. I promise. He walked away and left left all my questions unanswered. The stairs creaked as he thumped casually up the door. So yeah, he makes noise. Obviously. He's a big boy. With a heavy thud, I knew I was all alone again. Oh, all alone again. I let out a sigh. For a while I could hear footsteps, but eventually only silence remained with me. The pain in my legs was a dull throb. I tried to consider my options. Uh-oh. Yes! Look at this. Oh! My baby! What was that? Oh my god. Let's go. I could look around. Sorry, I need to hydrate. It's fucking hot in here. No glasses too. Look at that. Did anyone actually like the glasses on him before? Like, I don't know. I never actually asked. All I know is my own opinion about it. Did I even ask when I first posted? That was like one of my first videos. Yo, I don't know. This game has such a special place in my heart because this is also the first ever visual novel I've ever played. Boyfriend to Death was the first one I've ever played. But it's not because I found it myself. My friend, who was also one of my mods, they showed me this game a while ago. And then the rest is history. I love it. We know what to do here. Stay quiet. I clamped my stunned mouth shut. Why do I keep doing that? Whatever that was, it can't be good. I mean, yeah, but I shook my head trying to remember what I saw. Couldn't have been him. Was it a person, or? I let out an exasperated breath. I should just forget about it. I have enough to worry about. Okay, great. I guess that was like a one-time thing. That was cute. Oh, the stairs aren't even like... I thought it was just like a normal piece of wood, but no, it's like a whole, you know? Whatever. The rest... Ooh, dirty. Oh, he has a trash bin though. How kind. Oh, there's a door in here? Ooh. Could I at least look behind me? No. I think this is honestly enough. I'm asking for too much at this point. No. I mean, I'm looking around. I'm clicking stuff. So, was this a mini fridge? Probably where the granola bars are. Shit hanging. Drawers. I'm clicking everything. Besides, obviously, rest and the hand thing. The door, the stairs, the light switch. Let's see what we're doing to our hands. Oh shit. We could just keep clicking it. Let's not do that though. I know that doesn't get us very much points with him. Let's just rest, I guess. I let my head fall forward. I don't have the energy to struggle right now. If I want a chance of getting out of this, I need my strength. As I closed my eyes, I was haunted by echoes of his laugh. I pushed them from my mind. Eventually, the pain began to fade too. And then... Wake up! I gasped and sat up. As my eyes adjusted slowly, I took in the soft waves of snow. Snow? It fell around me in thick, warm clumps. Are you listening? Huh? Of course, none of that was real. Silence and snow surrounded me, softly caressing me. Why won't you listen? I looked for the voice. I am listening. No wind or muted snowfall penetrated my cloak. I am happy here. I'm safe here. You are not here. Voice. I screamed at the voice. Oh, clearly not. It's empty. I screamed again. Why couldn't I hear? I will listen for you. And you will scream for me. What? Who the fuck? I love you so much. Who are you? Ugh. Something was shaking me. What? Oh god. Good morning. Good thing he's Gojo. Or maybe I should say good noon. You're such a bitch. You were sleeping very deeply. Oh, deeply. Whoopsies. My nervous system was awake. My brain was still catching up. The dull throb in my legs made itself known against my will. I wanted to let you rest, but I can't wait any longer. I have so much to do. I pulled my knees in closer to my body. I really didn't want to find out what his plans were. But first, a couple things. You don't mind if I film, do you? Why even ask? What do you mean film? What do you think filming means? No, you can't film me. Sure. Why even ask me? You're just gonna do whatever you want anyway. Bam! He laughed in response. I like being funny. It's charming. I am. I just wanted to know what you think. Okay. But it seems like you're ready to let me do what I want. That's good. Oh, good. Don't worry, you won't even notice it. I looked around, trying to find a camera. It's behind him. He's big, like I said. See? I couldn't find it. Wait, what? I sighed and let it go. No, no, no. We're not Elsa. Where are the cameras? I'm sure the camera is the least of my problems. I guess. He suddenly pulls something from his pocket, causing me to flinch slightly. I also have something for you. Is it lingerie? Oh, it's a granola bar! Let's go! I realized I'd forgotten to feed you. I'm a pet. Can't have you passing out from hunger, of all reasons. Of all reasons. You need your energy. He unwrapped the bar and held it up to my face. Eat the bar carefully, eat the bar quickly. I don't want it. Say nothing and refuse to eat. This fucking tie is giving me a headache because I tied it too tight. We're gonna eat the bar carefully. Maybe he'll shove it in my mouth. Maybe not. I leaned forward and took a tiny bite of the bar. I watched him carefully for a reaction. For some kind of trick, he simply held the bar patiently. What the fuck? Hunger began to overtake my caution. I started eating the bar in earnest. I ignored his attentive stare. This guy's a fucking freak. Oh my gosh. He's weird. Like, why are you looking at me like that? The bar was less sweet than I expected. Yeah, it's probably them nasty ass protein shits. It tastes more. It tasted more like some kind of healthy meal replacement thing. Yeah, before I knew it, he was holding a piece too small for me to bite anyway. He took my momentary hesitation as an invitation. He pushed the last bit between my lips, pushing his fingers over my skin. Just a little too long. He stood up and dusted his hands off on his shirt. The tiny meal did make me feel a little better. Thank you? Thanks. Don't thank him. Thanks. The phrase came out reluctantly. Still polite. I can tell that was difficult for you. My relief was short-lived. He was staring at me. He stares for like a really long time. Almost like he's edging himself. That is freaky as f. I shifted nervously as he studied my body. Your stitches look pretty good. I looked down at my mangled body. My throat tightened. He's going to do more. What just happened? What just happened? Oh, it went down like really slightly. Just a little bit. You look scared. One moment I'm like, oh, and then it's like, it's never one feeling with this guy. He shifted his weight just a bit closer. When night's alone, tied to a pole in a strange man's basement. I'm sure you know that no one will find you here. It's just you and me. And you know I'm gonna kill you. You think it'll be today? Or will I just play with you again? I squeezed my legs together. What is he going on about? Maybe I'll cut all your new stitches open. Maybe I'll cut out one of your organs and make you eat it. Well, that one's new. You didn't do that before. I bet you look so cute with your liver in your mouth. You're going a bit pale. Okay, okay. I have a better idea. I really didn't want to hear any more of his ideas. Almost wished he'd just stop talking and get it over with. I'm sorry. It's coming, and I'm so excited. Why don't I let you have some control? You get to choose what we do next. I choose you letting me go. Please, no more. No, what's this? Stop edging me. Please, no more. Let's just wait quietly. No, actually, whatever that green text was, it said something. I'm actually paying attention instead of just waiting for shit that I've already seen happen again, but like with new pretty colors. That green like text was saying something about screaming. So obviously when he pulls out the hammer and the drill, because we know. I'm gonna pick options that, like, you know, lead me to screaming. So I think that's what that thing wants me to do, and I'm gonna do it. We're gonna start screaming now. So, yeah. What? You're scared of decisions? Because once you decide, the result is your fault, right? That's not what I meant. No? Well, let's get your decision then. I swallowed nervously. God, I can't wait for him to turn around. He turned to the cabinets and took his time looking at different tools. And don't pull out something new. That's gonna piss me off. I couldn't quite see what he was doing, but I heard a click. Yeah, this is good. I guess we're on the same page. Manual versus automatic. Wait! No, okay, no. I was about to say, like, nail gun? No. Oh! I heard the unmistakable whir, sorry, of a drill. Okay, D, here's your choice. Hammer or drill? Oh, I said drill or hammer, sorry. They switched it. Is he getting closer? Oh my god, I'm scared. Oh shit, go back. Oh, I got scared, I'm sorry. He's getting closer. That's a unique timer, for sure. Guys, we're gonna pick the drill. Bam. The drill! The drill? Good choice. I was secretly hoping you'd choose it. The creature of my choice. He put the hammer down and kneeled next to me. I flinched as he pulled the trigger and waved the spinning drill in my face. Oh, bit in my face. This can do a lot of damage, you know. I have enough health. I mean, pretty sure. You're pretty brave to be picking it. You could say I have no balls. I felt like I was being pushed through a corridor. Whoopsies, almost took another picture. Sweat and heat, walls closing and pushing me closer to a killing machine. I smelled blood and envisioned a slaughterhouse. His free hand running over my thighs shocked me out of the vivid scene in my head. Your legs are a bit chewed up still. Maybe we should give your arms some attention. Here. I tried to shift my position defensively, but as usual, it was no use. Trying to turn away only exposed my shoulder to him more. Which hand do you mostly use? The right. I'm left-handed. I'm right-handed. I'm not telling you anything. I don't know. Let's say I'm right-handed. I'm lying. Of course. Fuck. Don't worry, I'll do your other arm. Oh, fuck. Thought he was gonna do that one. Who knows if you might need to use it again. God. Uh-oh. He grabbed my arm. I thought he was about to give me a hug. He wasn't waiting anymore. Pain. No, not pain. Not yet. Panic exploded to the front of my mind. Then he pushed the cold, blunt tip into my skin with bruising force. Get ready. Sorry, it's not funny. Like, it's not funny. This is serious. This is a serious matter. The next moment was an explosion of sound and pain. The spinning metal tore through my flesh with vicious force. My blood splattered my own face. I hardly even realized I had been screaming. He wasn't letting go. He wasn't stopping. So much noise, the drill, my screaming, and he was screaming too. Suddenly the drill stopped. He was panting and shaking. Damn. Like, we just started. And he's already hot and bothered. At least, like, do a couple more holes and then, you know? Whatever. The bit was still lodged deep in my arm. My scream had devolved into a trembling moan of pain. It sounded so alien to me. Think it'll go through the bone? Do you? Obviously it's gonna go through the bone. Bones aren't that strong. His voice was so slow and heavy that I didn't register what he said at first. I tried to ready myself this time. Tense up or relax? I'm gonna need you to relax. I relaxed my muscles and accepted my fate. Ooh. He pulled the trigger. My god, the crunch. In an agony like I've never felt shot through my arm to the rest of my body. Hey, hey! Don't pass out. My whole arm hurt so much that even my fingers felt like they were bruised and broken. I could barely tell when he pulled the bit from my arm. Alright. That's good. He briefly cupped my chin, sorry. Looked at my face. Yeah, you can handle a little more, I guess. I mean, I'm at half health and half sanity. I tried to say no to scream, but it felt like I couldn't control my tongue. I only managed a garbled mess of panic and distress. He moved the drill bit over my knee. Oh, look at that. Can't really have you running around anyway. No. Ooh, crunchy. For a fleeting moment, I experienced true hell. In that split second, I felt the drill spin back to life, tearing through my skin. Then crunching, grinding through the bone just beneath. My head was pounding. No, my whole body was throbbing. My throat was so sore I tasted blood. Was I screaming? Come on now. Come on. There you go. My arm. My knee. The pain was so overwhelming I was feeling nauseous. Stay with me. What about that family? I know. It was too much. He was petting my head. I jerked my head to shake off his hand. He huffed in an amused way and withdrew his hand. I know it hurts. The bright side to the drill, though. Small holes. You won't need any stitches. Cry. Groan in pain. Fuck off. Oh, well, yippee! For small holes, then. Oh, yeah, we're doing that. He let out a strangely gentle laugh. I love your sense of humor. Yeah, it's called depression. He seemed to be examining my leg, though pain seized most of my attention. Just a bandage, I think. He got up and rummaged through the cabinets again. I slumped against the pole. I breathed a shaky sigh of relief. My whole body hurt like hell, but at least he seemed to be winding down. And I survived. I heard him washing his hands in the sink. He washes his hands. Look at that. Then he came back. Okay. I'm not gonna attempt to do it again. I don't think I'm saying it right. He relieved a wad of wet paper towel. Revealed. Whoopsies. He raised it to my arm and I winced, remembering the alcohol. But it was just water. The pressure still hurt my damaged muscle, but the water was warm. On the grand scale of things he'd done to me, this wasn't so bad. I found myself relaxing slightly in spite of it all. You've got blood in your face too. Lick it off? Okay. Wasted opportunity right there. Before I could answer, he raised the wet towel, now pink with my blood, to my face. God, what is that last one? Like, honestly. Squirm away from it. Let him work. Work your magic. I didn't see the need to fight him on this. He was working fairly gentle, and honestly, it felt nice. Well, there it is. We should have our own heart meter. Oh, I forgot your bandages. He grabbed another paper towel. Didn't get distracted so easily. Alright, I'm taking note of that. I couldn't sort the confusing mess in my head. As he carefully dabbed the blood off my wounds, I slipped further into the murk of my mind. He grabbed my arm and knee in clean gauze, and I stared blankly. Then he shattered my malaise with a single sentence. Not gonna be able to walk properly anymore. Like at all? Ever? Even if it healed? He said it in the same tone he used to comfort me. But the reality of it hit me like a brick. Well, you probably won't leave this basement anyway. I remembered where I was. And what he said he was going to do. I stared in horrified silence. He doesn't need to worry about that yet, right? He waited a moment for an answer he wouldn't get. Anyway, I can see you're tired. I'll let you get some rest. I barely noticed him leave. I felt like I was drowning in my thoughts. 1,000 different things, but I couldn't make sense of any of them. Just dark water in my mind, pulling me under. I couldn't hold my composure anymore. I began to sob. Quietly at first, but then louder. I didn't care if he heard me. All the terror, humiliation, confusion, and anger racked me with wail after wail. I cried for everything that happened and everything that was going to happen. I mourned the rest of my life that I probably wasn't going to experience. Eventually, I felt like there wasn't much left. My chest was soaked and my eyes felt like bullet holes. I resented my bindings for not letting me at least wipe my face. I let out a defeated sigh. I have to do something. I have to find some way out of here. It won't last much longer. My body wouldn't answer the desperation of my mind. I couldn't even seem to keep my head up. I sighed and surrendered to sleep. I want to look around again. Oh my fuck! I wanted to look around and find the camera. That's what I wanted to do. But I also had a feeling this might appear. Shock! I mean, I already, like, you know? I froze, not understanding what I was seeing for a moment. A figure in front of me was definitely not him. I couldn't sleep. Okay. Way to start the conversation, my love. What the f***? I pulled my aching legs towards myself. Those ears and tail. Am I dreaming? I'm not going to hurt you. I just wanted to take a look at you. I couldn't seem to find my voice. I could only stare at him. After I got over most of the initial shock, I realized that he was staring at me too. I thought I was used to wearing nothing but my underwear, but I lifted my legs to try and hide my body a little. Wait, we're only wearing underwear? Oh, who are you? What are you? Is this last choice? Who are you? We already know? Ren. Oh, I'm D, I know. He talks about you a lot. Uh-oh. Are you jealous? Don't be. Please. E? Strade appeared in my mind like a lightning strike. I knew it. Oh, I knew then. Without a doubt, I was awake. 1,000 questions exploded in my head. One rose to the top and fell out of my mouth before I could organize them. Will you help me? I can't. Uh-oh. You're already angry at me and I didn't even do anything. I need you to take your sass and put it in your pocket. Look, it's not like I don't want to, okay? I want you to last a long time. Really? As long as you're alive, he'll leave me. Uh-oh. But he doesn't know I'm here. I'm not supposed to be down here. So you're not with him? Are you like me then? What happens if he finds out you're down here? Are you like me? He sighed. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Do you see this collar? No. Who are you talking to? It's a shock collar. And he always has a remote for it. If I do anything wrong, if I step outside the house, it'll electrocute me. I took a moment to process the onslaught of new information. But you can't do anything. Now you're getting it. But then why? Why even come down here? How did you end up like this? Aren't you scared that he'll kill you? Why does he do this? I don't really know. He told me a lot of stuff. Some of it makes sense, some of it doesn't. He says he can feel what other people are feeling. A lie. That when it's extreme, it's exciting. I don't think he's lying about that either. Guess. He usually tells the truth. I see. I tried to calm the storm in my head. I don't think he's dangerous, but I don't think he can save me either. Look, I can't help you. Much. But... Ooh. He suddenly crouched down to the floor. Sometimes he takes me back down here. And leaves me. So I hid these. Ooh! He lifted up the grate on the drain in the middle of the floor. Then he withdrew a tiny pill bottle. Painkillers. Uh-oh. He approached me with sorry. Was that with a pill on his finger. Then he lifted it to my mouth. I couldn't help but notice the large curved claw on his fingertip. What if he's lying? I shook my head internally. None of that matters. I leaned forward and he pushed the pill between my lips. It was difficult to swallow with my dry mouth, but I eventually managed. He put the pill bottle in grate bag. If you're alone, you can get it with your feet. It's not easy, but it's not like you'll have anything else to do. And one last thing. The night footage gets deleted automatically after a couple of days. He won't find out if you don't give him a reason to check. But don't give him a reason to check. Anyway, I have to go. I pushed this too far already. Thank you. Please don't leave me here. Wait, can't you untie me? No, because then he'll know. And then we die. Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. Nod at him. We're gonna think I'm gonna be done with it. Stay alive. I got you. As long as you can. I really have to go now. Right. He turned and left, moving definitely to the stairs. Or definitely? Now I can open this, but it doesn't like... It's not highlighted or anything. But, you know. Like, that's gonna be bad if we get that unlocked. But for right now, we're gonna just put this right here. Just, you know? And then we're gonna see, like, how many times we'd have to do it. That was already 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6?! The tape wasn't budging. All I'm doing is wasting my energy. I leaned back in defeat. Okay, I probably shouldn't do that again. I forgot that that takes out, like, the sanity. Painkiller Ren gave me started to work. I relaxed as the pain of my injury slowly died down a bit. Eventually I fell asleep. Alright. Good morning. Time to wake up. Opened my eyes slowly, reluctantly. Even the usual rush of terror I felt as I remembered where I was seemed to be muted. The trauma of the last few days had me feeling empty and weak. You've lasted a long time. His voice cut through the fog of my thoughts. I'm very happy for this. I'm glad you're having a good time. He only grinned more at my mumbled sarcastic response. But you're not looking so good. Your knee is swelling a lot. You drilled a hole in it. It really hurts. Don't touch it. Be quiet. It really hurts. My boo-boo. Is that so? Doesn't look... It does look very... sensitive. God. I recoiled as he approached me and crouched down. Please don't. He ignored my protest and slid his hand over my knee. Still. The pain blossomed like a flame, even though his touch was feather light. You're doing quite well. Very, Waslich? Okay. Robust. I like this about you. He squeezed my knee and I lurched forward in agony. I hissed in discomfort as he continued. I wanted to try something a bit different with you today. Don't make that face. It would be easy. But first, I need you off that pole. Really? My mind raced as he stood up. I bet if I did it the first time and then the second time, and I got out, and he saw that we were out of the rope, we'd be fucking dead right now. Or not rope, the tape. You can be good if I untie you, right? I immediately nodded in response. Good. He stepped behind me and grabbed one of my bound arms. I felt a cold metal blade slip between my wrists and cut the tape. I shivered. I didn't even notice the knife in his hand before. He gripped my arm and pulled me upwards. I stumbled on stiff and injured legs, but he braced me against his body and held me steady. There you go. Attack him, reason with him. We're gonna reason? You really don't need to do anything to me today. I'm already beat up from yesterday, and if you do anything else, I might die. That wouldn't be fun, right? Ah! You are adorable. But I can't stop now. I've been thinking about what I'm going to do to you all night. Now come on. We're gonna have some fun. He led me to what I thought was a table. What I saw this from this angle was the table saw. I instinctively tried to slow down, but he pushed me along until I was standing in front of it. My now familiar sense of panic rose and closed my throat. His heavy hands pressed against my back until I was bent over the table. You know what this is? It's a table saw. Correct! Well, it's a machine. I felt a finger touch the back of my head. I really love machines. Did I ever tell you that? The finger started drawing circles absent-mindedly on the back of my skull. No. You should tell me a lot more about it instead of... He chuckled, but his fingers also clasped the back of my neck. I like to pull them apart and figure them out. There's more to it than that. His wistful tone felt so out of place, I pushed against a motionless saw. Machines are all made by people. For a purpose, intention. He began to stroke my head like some kind of pet. Love to look for that intention, the reason people make what they make. Why do they do what they do? I didn't really know what he was trying to say, but I wasn't too eager for him to stop talking. What do you feel when you look at the table? Scared? Like it would be really awesome if you didn't turn it on? I don't know. Scared. He laughed. Well, that's normal, I guess. Not very good, though. Even if I wasn't about to turn it on and push you into it, I stiffened, and a cold bead of sweat rolled down my back. People think machines are ugly. What people do you talk to? More than ugly. Repulsive. People make machines, but they don't want to look at them. I find that very interesting. But it does make some sense, doesn't it? Tensions can be very ugly. Oh my god. A click. A high-pitched mechanical scream. and the saw came to life right in front of my face. My body moved on its own, straining against him, desperately trying to get away from the saw. His hand gripped the back of my head. I pushed against the table, clinging and scraping and trying to get any kind of purchase. I yelled and begged. My voice was lost in the noise. My weakened body's desperate thrashing didn't seem to affect him at all. The muscles in his arms pressed my face closer and closer to the spinning blade, like a concrete wall, crushing me. Is he really going to just kill me like this? I screamed and cried, but it only seemed to waste my extremely limited strength. My nose was only millimeters from the machine now. I couldn't spare any effort to scream anymore. Only the scream of the blade filled the air now. And still, he pushed. Oh my That came out of nowhere. The whirring disc seemed to practically touch me. What? Yeah. Just as my strength was giving out, his iron grip softened. I let myself fall to the table just beside the saw. Oh my god, this guy is... He bent over my body, pressing me into the vibrating table. I almost did it. Almost, yeah. His voice was a little hard to hear over the saw, but he spoke very close to my ear. That would have been no fun. He'd have died right there. This guy! I felt his gut bounce against me as he laughed. Bounce? Stop it. Don't do that. Threatening me with a good time? Stop. I didn't know if it was the blithe way he spoke about killing me or if it was the noise. But I felt lightheaded. Through the dizziness, I began to register something else. His gut wasn't the only thing rubbing against my back. I could feel him, fully hard, grinding roughly against me. A fight broke out in my head. Is this better or not? I clung to a frantic hope. Maybe he'll forget about the saw? So when he pulled down my underwear and unzipped his pants, I didn't fight it. The saw finally stopped, but my ears were still ringing. I kept looking at the stumps on my hand. Is this someone else's hand? I was only vaguely aware of motions as he dragged my limp body back to the pole. A trail of blood followed me. It's my hand. It's my hand. It's my... Dots connected, nerves fired. Pain finally found its way into my brain. It took only moments to progress from warmth to excruciating torment. Yet somehow I felt a strange sense of relief. Pain was familiar, was something I understood. I didn't even scream, I didn't have it in me. Can you hear me? This guy, he's definitely something. Your hair got a little disheveled. I wonder what happened. I looked up at him, the source of pain. Oh, the source of pain. Yeah. Whatever. You look like you're in shock. I heard his words in my mind. What? I heard his words, but my mind wasn't forming a reply. My gaze dragged over his body. Medkit. That means it's over. Acid lightning shot through my arm as he picked it up and held my hand. Tears were flowing down my face. Did that start? What? He held the bleeding remains of my hand as if he was about to ask me to dance. A dry husk of a laugh escaped my mouth. The image was funny. Oh? I've broken you? Break? I rolled the word in my mind, but I couldn't find its meaning. Oh. Meanwhile, he raised my... He raised my fingers to his lips. He ran his tongue over my index finger, lapping at the blood that coated it. I shivered as a jolt of pain pulsed through my arm. Good luck, nigga, I had AIDS. Even my undamaged fingers hurt. The agony spread like radiation. Oh, who is this guy? Who is this? I don't even know him anymore. I twitched in surprise as he pulled both my remaining fingers into his mouth. The radial pain wasn't enough to distract me from the feeling of his tongue. The hot, wet muscles slipped between and around my fingers. I felt my neck heating up. The warm softness of his mouth was pulling me in, sorry. It had never been anything but hard before. Couldn't make sense of it. He ran his tongue along me again, and I felt every texture in his mouth. He let my fingers slide out and breathed hot and heavy over my hand. Over my hand. I sat in stunned silence as he finally stopped. My addled mind wondered if the shameless display I just witnessed really happened. Could not myself. You make me... What's the English word for... Verkelpt? Kelmped? I shuddered at the feeling of his spit cooling me, barely hearing him. Well, I'd better get you cleaned up. I have a feeling that said horny. Just maybe. Slight feeling. I was just guessing. My rapidly weakening body wavered against the pole. But first...
Let me take a selfie.
He absentmindedly rubbed the fingers in his left hand slowly before continuing. I have to know more. Tell me, how does your hand feel? I could hardly understand what he was saying, let alone say anything back. I grunted softly in reply. Is all you can manage? Come on. He squeezed my cheek, as if he could force words from me like a toy. Give me more. He gripped my chin and waited for me to speak. I had nothing more to give him. I stared dully at him, ready for whatever horror awaited me next. Alright, let's finish this. He held up my hand again, along with a bottle. I recognized it only a split second before the alcohol poured over my stumps. Searing pain became a tear in my reality. A dark void that swallowed me. Not much like screaming that I could do. I gasped and coughed. Then I looked around, frantically trying to figure out where he went. I froze as I registered a strange noise. Snoring? I remembered my hand. Snoring? How are you hearing him from down here? Fuck. This nigga snores like... I inhaled sharply at the surge of pain as I tried to pull it in front of me. A tiny whimper escaped my lips. I'm bound to the pole again. I gingerly felt around my injured hand with my good one. I felt cloth bandages. No. I prodded at the stumps despite the pain. My insides seemed to flip. My fingers were missing, but it felt like they were still there. Phantom fingers. I remember the scream of the saw and shook the thought from my mind. I need to concentrate and get my bearings. I felt the stumps more carefully. They were rounded. A suggestion of stitches closing them up. But I couldn't be sure. My attention returned to the snoring. It seemed to be coming from the door to my right. You're joking! He has a whole bedroom down here? I thought that was just like, you know, I guess another room with like, not a bed? Just be sleeping? My brow furrowed in concentration. Did I pass out before? How long has it been? I felt like I could think again, but my body was a mess. I was tired too. Very tired. I don't think we should do anything then. We might as well f***ing sleep again. Or well, can we open that? Yes, I looked at the drain on the floor. I stretched my foot out and tried to push the grate off. I took several tries, but eventually I was able to push the grate inside. I tried to dip my toes inside the drain, but nothing stuck out enough for me to grab it. Why did Ren ever get that bottle out of there? I huffed in annoyance and let myself slump forward in defeat. I know what I expected to do with my arms tied like this anyway. I pushed the grate back over the top of the drain. I guess rest is my only option. Are you serious? Ren! How the f did you do that? Nigga probably used his tail, cheater! I leaned back and closed my eyes. I didn't have to wait long for the void to pull me under again. Do I get to talk to the... Oh, never mind. Good morning. I struggled to open my eyes. And the focus of the voice dragged me out of the sleep. This might be the last day. I think this is the day I die. Oh. This was fun though. This was a good run. I'm not looking so good. But that's alright. I'm a bit sad to say it, but I think our time together is ending. A chill traveled down my spine. Strade, hold on a second. Just a second. You want to torture me, right? I can do that. I can bleed and scream, and whatever you want. I'll be the best guest you've ever had. Just tell me what you want, and I'll... D. I know. You've been so good at telling me everything. It's just not enough. I need more than that. Wait, but... You were so much fun. But... Well, I want to be honest with you. I've gotten a little bored. My mind was screaming. He's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me! Something inside me argued that the suffering will end. But somehow it was nothing compared to my body. My instincts. Ready to fight for survival to the bitter end. Oh, I know you're scared. I pulled at the tape around my wrist, squeezing the flesh of my mangled hand painfully. I strained and struggled. But at least we'll do something fun, okay? I had no idea that I wanted to try. He brandished the same knife that I'd grown so accustomed to seeing. He stepped over me and trapped my body between his knees. Let's go. You need to do your part too. Sorry, I don't know why I'm excited. I need you to try your best not to die right away, okay? I got you. He gripped my head tightly and forced it to stay still, even as I tried to pull away. I struggled against his legs as he ground against my face. Stay still. He pushed the knife point to the middle of my neck. Wait, what? Wait a minute! I screamed as he slid the blade into my throat. Okay, I know what you're gonna do. I'm making the connections. Hopefully I'm right. I'm not gonna say it out loud, but you'll know if I was thinking exactly. I was thinking, so. I don't want to say it yet. I don't want to jinx it or anything. My scream became a gurgle as blood rushed into my trachea. Okay. He pulled the knife back out and held my neck for a moment. Now I was coughing. I couldn't scream anymore. He pushed a finger into the vertical slit he just made in my neck. That's good. Oh my god. So amazing. To my horror, he pulled my head upward, exposing my bleeding neck as much as possible. So I guess what I was thinking was correct. What's about to happen is what I was thinking. I was right. He hastily undid his zipper as I choked on my own blood. Then he pushed the head of his against the wound. Come on. Pressure and agony paralyzed me as he started to push inside. He moaned loudly as his shaft stretched the knife wound and slid into my throat. My body started lurching violently as I gagged. It pushed up into the back of my throat. My chin was forced up against him. He held my head tight and grunted as my involuntary lurching clamped my muscles around him. It works. But does it? He pulled out and slammed back in, forcing a gush of blood into my mouth. I couldn't breathe at all. I'm surprised we're still alive. Like, I don't know, I feel like this is something that would usually earn like an immediate death. Fatality! You know? Whatever. I retched and twitched, but I couldn't escape his grip or the throbbing invading my throat. The head kept sliding over the back of my tongue. The lack of air and agony filled me with unbearable, yikes, desperation to escape. But I could feel myself getting weaker. He was pumping furiously now, seemingly trying to go as fast as possible. I couldn't force my air past him or cough the gathering blood out of my lungs. Blood, spit, and started oozing out of my mouth. I wasn't fighting him anymore. I couldn't. He pushed the top of my head back, exposing my open mouth. The sight of his own bloody emerging from my throat sent him over the edge. He slammed himself inside and groaned. I felt his pump against the top of my mouth and the back of my teeth. And I'm dead! He let my head fall forward and it slid out of my mouth. I couldn't see anymore. I never even felt him pull out. Sorry, I wrote that? Are you serious? Was that an apology? What the fuck? Wow, he gave you a new hole. Interesting. Well, like I said, I was only gonna do one for right now. I can always come back and do more. Make different stuff. Open up the, you know? Read hint? Read walkthrough. Spend 1 death token to show an ending name. Oh, so we could use a death token right now. But only 1, because that's what we got. See our achievements? Okay. Die 100 times. Oh, order soda. Okay. I could totally do that next time. We got love him too much, take more pills, survive with clean hands, keep the struggle bar up for a minute. Oh, that's cool. I can probably do that. Die 100 times. I still haven't done that in The Price of Flesh. Get straight to join in? Oh, fuck. Join into what? Take 10 screenshots. Get straight to use the hammer and drill. At the same time? Survive with bloody hands? Get Ren to set you free. Start a game with Meme Lord mode. Torture Strade. Oh, fuck. Turning the tables? Lie to Strade 4 times. Burn down while Ren watches. Die to Ren accidentally. Attack Ren. Get 69 death tokens. I bet that shit's gonna say a funny... It's gonna say something stupid. Attack Strade and be forgiven. Be offered the collar. Stab Strade in the neck. Get all 21 endings. Join Strade on the couch. And then these cute little red ones. That's nice. Alright. So the photo gallery is really for me. So, as you can see, those are my pictures. I mean, yeah, we're there for it. But it's like, yeah, there isn't like, a gallery, because you can take your own pictures. I like that. Concept art, can exchange. Dang. So wait, if you spend, because I don't want to use a death token yet, and then, you know, but I want to know if I spend the death token, will it go away?
Bruh.
I guess before we end the video, I will open one of the things and see. We're gonna start at the top because I like being neat. You killed his party? Unlock a hint. Unlock more. Bro. Also, wait. Okay. Okay. I get it now. I get it. There's no limit to the coins because you can keep dying. So I can potentially get every piece of the concept art. We're all good there. Same thing here. What I could do is just die again in the same way and I would get another token, right? Because honestly, I'm about to try it. No point. There we go. Oh my, okay. Let's see. Let's see. I think I'm about to figure this out right the f now. Collectibles. I just gained another coin. So if I load it back here and then skip, will it give me another coin? Let's actually put it right here so I don't have to do too much skipping. Let's fucking go! You can just spam! You can just spam load. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's 2 coins. 3 coins. Let's go. 5, 6. We need 8. I want the... No, actually, I just want the hint. So I think we're good. Let's just get the hint for right now. Yeah! Let's read the hint. Okay. You turn a loaned knife on yourself. Oh my god. We have to, in some way, end our own life. That was some beautiful information that we just learned. We can basically spam... You can spam load your death and keep dying and dying and getting a new coin so that you can... If you're really lazy and don't want to experience, like, the game, you can just save before you die and keep loading that save and then dying over and over again. And getting as many coins as you wish to do whatever you want with it. So, that's it's pretty cool, but it's also, like, not something that I would pick. I'd play it as much as I can, but if I genuinely got stuck, I'd probably resort to that. But you take that information and you run with it. But that's all that I'm gonna do for today, since this is already 2 hours long and I'm trying to get it out right now. So if you guys enjoyed You Kill Me Every Time as much as I did, a like would be very much appreciated, and of course subscribe for more, because I will be playing this until further notice. So anyways, with all of that being said, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, my loves. Oh, I can't. That was beautiful.